Hello everyone, welcome to Engineering Explained channel. Here I am going to discuss how hydraulic accumulator work. The details of the hydraulic accumulator, their classification, applications and advantages I have discussed in the separate session, and working of the deadweight loaded accumulator and spring loaded accumulator also I have discussed in the separate session, and links for those videos I will provide in the description. Those also you can refer and watch. Here in this session, I am going to discuss working of the hydraulic accumulator concerned to a gas accumulator. Kindly subscribe Engineering Explained channel. If you are subscribed already, kindly share and subscribe. Comment. A gas loaded accumulator, also known as a hydropneumatic accumulator, stores hydraulic energy by compressing a gas, typically nitrogen, which then forces hydraulic fluid out when pressure drops. Function: gas loaded accumulators store hydraulic energy by compressing a gas and then release that energy by using the compressor gas to force hydraulic fluid out of the accumulator when needed. Components: pressure vessel, a strong sealed container that holds both gas and the hydraulic fluid. Separator, a flexible diaphragm, bladder, or piston that separates the gas chamber from the hydraulic fluid chamber. Gas chamber contains the compressor gas, usually nitrogen. Fluid chamber connected to the hydraulic system and holds the pressurized hydraulic fluid. Working: first one, charging. The accumulator is initially free charged with a specific amount of gas pressure. The gas will be supplied to that hydraulic gas accumulator. Energy storage: when the hydraulic fluid enters the accumulator, it compresses the gas, storing energy as a compressor gas. Energy release: when the hydraulic pressure in the system drops, the compressor gas expands, forces hydraulic fluid out of the accumulator and back into the system. Types: bladder accumulator, diaphragm accumulator, piston accumulator. All the three types are gas type of the accumulators. The working of these three types of the accumulators, gas accumulators, I'll take here. Here, this one is the first type. One is a bladder. The gas holder or a separator from the system fluid is a bladder. And here the gas is charged through a charging valve with a initial pressure. Then outside there is a cell which holds both fluid and the pressurized gas. There is a poppet valve which allows the flow of the fluid. Okay, when at a higher pressure, it will allow us to flow to the accumulator. When releases, the pressure reduces, the fluid will be moved out of this accumulator. The spring is used to operate this poppet valve. Then there is a hydraulic force which will be the makes the flow of the fluid in and out of the accumulator. Next one is a diaphragm gas accumulator, and here the diaphragm is a separator, the separator from the hydraulic fluid to the gas. Again, it consists of outside shell, gas charging valve to charge with the initial pressure of the gas, then diaphragm which will be separates, and there is a button at the bottom of the diaphragm, and there is a fluid port for the flow of the fluid into the accumulator and out of the accumulator. And third type is a piston type gas accumulator. Here it consists of a piston as a separator. Okay, and it consists of outside cell and the piston for separation of the hydraulic fluid to the gas, and there is a gas charging valve which is at a initial pressure the gas is supplied, then a gas cap is provided for that, then piston which will be reciprocated based on the pressure difference, then hydraulic cap is provided at one end which connects to the hydraulic system, and whenever there is a pressure increases, the gas will be get compresses by the piston, then the hydraulic fluid will be stored at this space. And whenever the pressure in the system decreases, this pressurized gas will be forces the piston to move in the downward direction, and that piston moves the hydraulic fluid to the uh, this fluid to supply to the system. Like this, all the three types of the this gas accumulators work. Here we can see that animation of these accumulators. First one is the bladder type. When the pressure is there, that will be get compresses, and when the pressure releases, that will be occupied whole space in the cell. And this is a piston type of the gas accumulator. When the pressure increases above the 80 bar pressure, the 80 bar pressure is set for this accumulator, then the piston will be moved in the upward direction by compressing the nitrogen gas and storing as the pressure of the gas energy. Then whenever the pressure decreases in the system, the gas expands, the flow of the fluid will be taking place to the system. Similarly, here diaphragm type, the diaphragm will be there. There is a continuous the movement of the fluid flow is there. Okay, here during the movement, the fluid will be get compresses the gas, and that gas will be expanded when the pressure in the system decreases. The fluid will be come out and flows to the system. And this is about the working of all the three types of the gas accumulators. Applications. Supplementing pump flow provides the additional flow to meet the peak demands. Whenever the additional flow is required, along with the pump flow, the additional flow is supplied from the this accumulators, and providing short-term backup power. It also provides the acts as temporary power source during the pump failure, or temporary for a short period only. It supplies the flow of the fluid what it is required during the pump failures. Absorbing hydraulic shocks dampens the pressure surges in the hydraulic system. There is a pressure surges, the pressure up and down, the pressure ranges are there. During that time, the pressure surge what are developing, those are absorbed by these hydraulic accumulators, and that will be reduces the shocks in the system. Maintaining the system pressure helps to maintain a consistent pressure level in the system. That means whenever there is a fluctuating flow from the pump and the hydraulic system, particularly whatever the type of the pump we are going to use, either it may be gear pump or it may be piston pump or a vane pump, whatever the type of the pump, the fluctuation in the pump flow will be there. Okay, that may varies the pressure in the system. And if you use this accumulator, that will maintains the system pressure, that the fluctuation also it will be controls. This is the type of the gas hydraulic accumulator, how this works, details I have discussed, and remaining the sessions regarding the hydraulic accumulators I have provided in the description. You can watch those also. Thanks for watching. If you like, share, subscribe and comment.